the fire was approaching Malua Bay, all we could hear was the whistling of what we were all assuming were gas bottles, and then there was an explosion. You know, as properties were starting to light up, you could hear things were exploding as they're coming down, and that's where the police blocked the end of the road, and we're just trying to get all the residents out. The ATV was going up and down the streets trying to assist people down to the water's edge as well.
It was very confronting, and I've worked with them in emergency services for 20-something years, and it was a very confronting situation. There was so little information, but what information was coming in about people in need out in the bush, and we couldn't do anything to get to them. None of the roads were open or accessible, aircraft couldn't get in. Recognising this was not a normal fire. Nobody was in control of what was going on. We were at the mercy of nature for this period, and so it is probably the time I've felt most daunted by what we had to do, and just no ability to really get in there and do it.
I woke up at 3 in the morning, and some of my relatives from further inland had evacuated to our place, and we were just watching on the app as the fire just grew and grew. And so we came into Burmese that morning, and the sun didn't come out all day. The skies were just red. And we came to a surf club and helped out a bit, and really just, was monitoring what was going on with the little information we knew.
Everyone found a job, and everyone was essential. Anyone that had any medical experience was in the first aid room. My wife's a nurse, she was in there, and I think we had 3 other nurses in our club that were manning the medical room with people from other clubs and other areas. It was amazing, it really was. Everyone just stepped up to the plate.
I mainly just had to figure out where everything was, getting supplies to people, trying to find as much space we could, as many places to stay for people.
Look, I was very proud of the whole community throughout that period. The fact that we were on our own for most of the time was really testimony to how strong our community core is, and what a place the Surf Lifesaving Club has, not just in any other time, but in times of a disaster.
I think that's where the Surf Club came into its own, because we were a combined group that understood our communications and how each other felt. That's what made it so good, because we were already comfortable with each other. We already had a means of communication. I think a lot of us also had radios and stuff, which helped. We had uniforms so we could identify each other. The public could identify us as people that would help them. I think it was a major thing for the surf clubs to be a group that stood together as a strength to look after the community, and that's what everyone did just automatically, I think. I don't think anyone was taught it or anything. It's just they're the sort of people that the surf club attracts, I think.
They really came to the fore, and even not worried about probably their own property or their own lives, and just looking after people, because people were scared, people were afraid, so they came to the beaches, and the lifesavers there on all the beaches were extremely calming, helpful, arranged with just to have showers, toilets, food, keep people together. They're all amazing.
People have commented on the red and yellow shirts and how comforted they felt and how safe they felt, seeing there are some people here who are looking after us, and whether it's medical support or just a bit of emotional support, opening the doors and just being there, I think made more of a difference than we actually realised at the time.
So I think they sort of had that perception that we were just on the beach to sort of save them if they got into trouble and to make them swim between the flags. And now they see that we're so much more than that. We are on and off the beach, a safe haven, a mental support place, somewhere to go to be safe. And we ongoingly support the community in more ways than just being on the beach patrolling.
It was amazing. You couldn't be more proud. You couldn't.